Welcome everyone to another episode of Planet Nomads. Now I have been able to finish the main construction work on the second floor and get it working, and I've done a little bit of tweaking with some things just to get stuff running. I've added some more lights around the outside. I'm not sure if these are going to work the way I want. I wish you could adjust the angle of them and have them point down, so I will be toying with the lights a bit more. I have added, of course, the control panel and, like I said, additional lights. I rearranged the lights here in the middle because of the stairs. I had the lights basically right here where the stairs were going to interact with them, so I took them out, and now I have a nice set of stairs that leads up here and up here for the third floor. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the third floor just yet, but I do know right here on the back side, the east side, I have made a platform because what I want to do is one of the next projects will be building the towers for gathering supplies from the two sides. So I'll have a kind of a little stopping point on each one. And I am going to try and build my own version of a rail car system, which I have seen some other creators do. So I would like to see if I can implement something like that. So I can basically just roll along the rail to that spot to do maintenance and then go to that one to do maintenance over there. And of course, by having that rail system, I give myself a place to run the long conveyor sections back with some support so I don't have to worry about them breaking and falling because of weight. Now, I have put in and filled this container. It was full just a while ago, and I have containers full on my little vehicle there. And this is just, I've been having this stuff pretty much going non-stop for most things, especially the basic frames, because I've been using so many to build things. But today, what we're going to do is I need some kind of storage up here. Now, because I don't have anything building along here, I may use some storage that way. But I want to start along the walls, and we're going to stick with the large containers. Reason for that is the small containers are more space efficient and give you more storage for that amount of space, but the more containers you have connected to the conveyor system, the more it lags trying to open everything. So I'm just going to use the large containers instead. Also, I need to think about how I want to connect everything. So I've connected the lower sections here where they are right below this. I want to redo that because that side has the uranium production. This side is the regular production. So I'm thinking I actually want to connect everything back here in the corners, like underneath this spot. So we are going to try that really quickly and see if I can get this to work right. And oh no, I need this version of it. I need that. And we're going to go with red too, so I can, you know, remember, hey, this is the conveyor section. And basically that's what's going to drop down and connect across to all of my production on the lower level. And I'll go ahead and just for cosmetic purposes, put one here as well, just so it's done. And I can't say I didn't make it match up. That way I will have the conveyor sections along the back wall trunk, because this is closer to the backside where that platform is. So when the conveyors come in from the mining sites, they'll be close enough to that. And then what I'll do is I'll have the conveyor come down, and I'll probably add a connector here later on once I'm ready to actually expand my conveyor system down underneath the base platform and out that way for the build platform area, so I can have item dispensers and just start popping things out left and right like that, because all my production is linked over that way. For now, though, we need to get some storage going, which I really don't need to color code it. I really don't need to do anything special like that other than just putting it in and linking it up. And of course, I still need the reinforced frames that I do not have. I did find a big mining spot up there that I am going to go ahead and be getting mining going to very soon as just a standalone, like the uranium and carbon, you know, iron, all that stuff is being done already. Then I'll worry about linking them in later. For now, let's see what looks good. If I do it like this, we'll see how far out that gives me. Does that connect? Oh, that is perfect. You know, come along here, trunk into the back of each one. I don't need it super compact, I'm thinking I don't want them to be like, oh, just squished together like that. I'm thinking, you know, storage like you would have in some sort of warehouse. You need some walking room between each one. And they go a little bit over the lip there. And I'm already out of reinforced frames. Yeah, and plating. I should have grabbed a lot more of those. Now, let's see how this is going to line up. Because I kind of want to keep a central look to it. And that is the central part there. So I might rearrange this. Let's see. Yeah, we got that. And we're going to do... Oh, we'll do like that. Take these out. And yeah, we'll just do kind of like in the middle on each side. Just so it looks a little bit more open. It doesn't look so squished together. I really could fill every gap in here and have just a wall of nothing but straight storage containers and have to squeeze around the edge to get in and do any maintenance work. I don't like that idea. I want to have it kind of open feeling. We have... Let's see. If I did this here. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 spaces there. I think that's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put it there. Which really, I'm going to have the other side too. That's not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see how this lines up. 1, 2, 3. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. And that still gives plenty of room there. That's perfectly fine. I can deal with that. I mean, once this whole wall is connected up, look, I mean, how much storage? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. So that's 4. Each one's 120. So that's 480. That will be 960 for the entire side here, and another 960 over there. Stacks. Not individual items, stacks. And then I can always add storage along the middle here too, because I'm not doing anything on this side. So, yeah, that's plenty of storage right now, and I can always expand on it later. 3, 4. If I need the extra storage. I don't think I will, because once this is all set up right, it will be non-stop production. Okay, so I'm here. All the cargo boxes are built. Every bit is connected by conveyor. And that's how long it takes just to load with this number for what's in the cargo boxes. But you can see I have that one there. I have access to my printers, which are producing some supplies again. And I have all that. So that is how much storage I have at the moment just from this side. Like I said, I can add stuff in the middle too. So if I want to have something else over here, you know, like, oh, hey, I want to have one over this way, right up to the wall, and then I'll have it connect, you know, I mean, yes, it sticks out, but it will kind of be like a warehouse in a way, you know. Hell, maybe just do it this way so it kind of comes like that, and I can have 3 more rows on each side. I feel like I might get more density going that direction with it. But yes, this is going to give me a ton of storage now. So I'm going to go ahead at least finish up that side and have it ready to connect downstairs too, even though it won't connect into the production on that side just yet. I will have it ready to go, and then I'm going to have it ready to figure out how I want to do the connectors on this side with the storage. All right, so the other side is done. It's connected between these over here to this point, but nothing's connected to this side here. So, there. That's how long it takes to open them up right now with nothing inside. I'm not even sure if having items inside will make a big difference, but I've got a total of 8 containers on each side. That's a total of 960 per side. So 1,920, if my math is right, and stacks of items just on that. And then when I add in some more along this side, it will be even greater. But right now, what I've got to do is I've got to see what I'm gonna need for this. I need a lot of iron, and copper, or carbon, sorry. So I need to start producing this in large quantities again. Let's go ahead and do no, not 1,200, 200. Guarantee I don't have enough for that either. Good thing I still have storage fill in the actual vehicle over here from my last trip over there just before getting the episode started. So we'll take the iron out. I'm going to have to also rethink some of my production, like what kind of volume am I going to need balance-wise, and go into some of the production areas and be like, oh, yo, I need to cut this off on this mining rig and cut this off on this mining rig to try and balance everything out. And you know what? I don't need to put it here. I need to put it upstairs where it's already linked in to all of the production downstairs. And then I'll be redoing this. We'll just go to the one closest. Why not? Dump all this iron in so the iron will get cleared out. The carbon will probably be left alone. I'm getting tongue-tied there. So that will probably not even get touched for the most part. So that means I will put all new stuff up here until it slowly drains everything out of that. My assumption is because that is closest in terms of the amount of links between things, this should be what drains first. Plus, it's also the lowest number between those and the others. Like large container 1. That's just large container. Doesn't have large container 33 on the name. So this should start clearing everything out of there. Look, I'm almost out of iron on it anyway. That should get my production going. And like I said, I might, if I feel the need, I can always put one of these on the roof. I could actually mount them up there. I may not do that because I need to adjust this anyway. I'll be taking this back a bit. I'll probably move the lighting panel here, which is, let me make sure I'm thinking the right one. No, the fabrication one. I'll probably move this forward next to the light so I can push these back, or just make sure it's in between. I do have to move these. I will have to spread them out a little bit, I think. I'm not sure how well that's going to, I mean, it'll fit. Doesn't look all that great, but I can squeeze that in on each side and just have it connect that way. I think I will spread these out a bit though, because I'll move, well, that's not even lined up right there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to move this around a bit. I can still make that work. That will be next project though. All right, now I think I'm going to have to get my mining going up the hill just so I have those resources ready to go when I need them. So for now, I'm just gonna show you, this is the area I cleared out. This is how much I have up here. And I should be able to get pretty much every one of the different resources I need from this spot. If not, there's spots down there I can dig and build a mining setup underneath everything. But right now, we're going to start with here. And, you know, I do need, let's get the power first, because I will need power to say, hey, this can be turned on, and it tells me I can produce this much here. I'll probably need it to look upright. That would probably be the best way to go. And I do have some uranium rods. I wish you could sit there and have it do, like, you know, individual, like I want to drop one of these. Not a whole stack, not 10 of a stack, just one. Let me do that. And of course, I don't have the electronic parts I need for just the basic switch. So I'm going to go grab those two now. Well, I tried to do them in a grid structure and that didn't work. You know, having the conveyors will help with that. I will redo these later. For right now, I just need to get some production going. So I have cobalt and aluminum, silver, all that going up here. And of course, yes, now I need power. This also means this is going to drain power so quickly up here. I'm not even sure how much this is going to last on it. What? Did I get this? You know what? Let's take the switch. Let's put it over here for now. As where all my stuff's concentrated, we'll just put it over here. There we go. Thank you very kindly for doing that. Let me, you know, choose to do the power to the mining rigs I want to do. All right. So that's all power there. Let's see how much. 2 hours, 46 minutes with that. It's a good thing I've got a lot of uranium already processed. So yes, we want the dirt off. Dirt is turned off already. That is junk. So we need to actually take this one out because that's not getting very much. That's 2%. No. This is not a milk carton. I do not want 2% fat-free milk. So yeah, we'll get, I like to having a little bit of iron. That's fine. A little iron in your diet. That guy's just got them too close together. So we'll find the prime spots for each one. Ooh, that's pretty good for those. We'll keep that there. That's good. All right. So yeah, that's junky right there. That's just bad. This looks fuller, so this might work better. We'll dump more over here. And we'll just do 2 at a time so I can see kind of what they're going to produce and then take them out if I need to. Come on, connect. A what? Connect. There we go. That's decent on those. Not getting a lot of cobalt. Not getting any really good cobalt spots over here, so I will have to go find a better cobalt location. Well, let's see. At least I've got decent on cobalt here. So I've got one doing decent cobalt. Not that one, not that one, not that one, and none of these. All these are 1%. I've got one that's just great for cobalt, and we'll turn the aluminum off. Just all cobalt. Go. You produce the cobalt for me, because nothing else wants to. Yeah, there's nothing else right there. So maybe I can squeeze into the edge here. Let's try that real quick before I freeze. We'll see if I can squeeze this. Yes, I made it reach. We'll turn those off. That will, and that. You know what? That will at least help some. Not as great as I would like it to be, but it's fine for now. That gives me some production of other resources that I am slowly burning through. And then I still have, you know, titanium stuff up the hill there that I can go get. But, oh, this, yeah, that's looking good already. Look at that. How much that's already filling in. I will have to get the conveyors going on this for some storage. So I just run up here and be like, oh, yeah, there's full. Everything. And then get it all connected. And this will probably be the first site I connect back here as a quick test, just because I won't have to worry about going and building the rail system as well to get it set up right from the beginning. This will just be connect the conveyors, have them come in somewhere over here, and that's all I got to do. But I do have, you know, production going up the hill now. So I've got a somewhat balanced diet of resources being produced. We'll toss all this in here, of course, so I can let it clear from downstairs. And then I need to figure out how I want these to look at the front, how I want them to fit and connect all that in. And on a final note for today's episode, I'm not sure how long this is going to end up running right now, but I have got already set up a test one of these little, I think it's Replicator. I think that's what it's called. Let me find where I tossed it. There it is. Yes, the Replicator. Yeah. So, no, go away. So basically, you've got a few local ones that you can spawn in, like a houseboat, scout. All these are made by the developer, Crane Balls. And then I've already gone and picked some from Steam that caught my attention, like Flying Mobile Base. And look at the size of that thing. It's got a ton of rotors, everything, and I love the way they have this set up. It works so well. Tells you exactly what you need and all the different components. So you just have to have it there. Tells you about it. And look at the build time. 56 seconds. This is so much faster than Empyrean. I mean, look at this. Build time, minute 39 seconds for that. For that big thing. And it's got so many things on it. It's air miner. It can go and sit somewhere, you know, gather water, mine carbon, make its own fuel, everything. And it only takes a minute and a half plus change to build. Advanced airship. This is the worst one so far. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. You can sit there and be like, all right, I'm going to set this going. I'm going to go grab me a drink, get a little snack, come back. Hey, it's done. It's not insane in the build time like Empyrean is. Some of those designs, like you need to pay, it's 50 hours. And I understand that's for server gameplay, but when you're playing single player like I am here with this, it should adjust for that. It should not sit there and make you actually do 50 hours of game time to get that built. So I am really pleased with the way they've got these set up here. That is going to be so easy to just pop out design after design, especially when I have everything rigged up properly with my conveyor system, my production system, and the little item dispensers that you can use. Where are they at? Yeah, conveyor connector. No, I will use some of those, but there is the item dispenser. There. Looks very similar. Item dispenser. So anytime you're near that, it should automatically pull as you're trying to build something. So you don't have to worry about, do I have these resources? And some of those builds, it's like 1,200 basic frames. So that will be very useful to have those at the different sites. So I can just be like, I want to build this. And I have the 5,000 basic frames I need because this stuff has been going nonstop, producing frame after frame and, you know, plating after plating. So yes, this is shaping up to be exactly what I want it to be. A massive build everything base, because I have all my supplies in order, all my resources set up. Everything's just optimized and geared specifically for that. This is not a survival base. This is a luxury survival base for building as many vessels designs as I can and testing out design after design after design without a lot of hassle to do it. So I have still got plenty of work. You see just how good this is looking now. I mean, even without that, how high I am, everything's panning out. I'm super excited to get more done with this week. And this is so much easier to build in than like Empyrean and especially Subnautica, the Forest, things like that. It's not as tedious. You just run up there, fill your inventory, come back, dump it in, and then your production's set. I love the way they're doing the building mechanic in this, and that's what this is. It's a building game. So I am definitely happy with the way things are panning out, but I will finish all this week and have it pretty much decked out, ready to go. All right, so that is it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Leave me a comment below with suggestions and comments about what you think of the design so far. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.